Lollipop Chainsaw starts with a short introduction. The main character is a cheerleader, Juliet, and it's her 18th birthday. She has a very bizarre family, with unusual hobbies, but we'll come back to them later. On this special day, Juliet is about to introduce her boyfriend, Nick, to her family. So they set up a meeting at the San Romero High School. However, right before their meeting, the town got overrun by hordes of zombies. This may have caught most people off guard, but not Juliet, who simply grabs her chainsaw and annihilates the zombies as if it was Tuesday. She makes her way to the school, where Nick saves her by pushing a zombie away, but he gets bitten in the process. To save Nick, Julia decapitates him like a neurosurgeon.
I love you too, baby!
And it turns out to be a success. After realizing what happened to him, Nick is starting to ask the real questions.
How am I still alive? How am I still talking without a fucking thorax?
Poor fella. Long story short, Julia performed a magical ritual on his head. Then she reveals her family's secret. They are zombie hunters.
I'm a zombie hunter!
What?
Before Nick could digest all the wacky information, he gets attached to Juliet's belt and the two keep fighting the zombies in the school. It's really sad how Nick has no say in the matter. He's more like a talking tool from now on. By fighting through the school, we learn we can save innocent lives. Then we meet Juliet's teacher, a veteran zombie hunter, Morikawa-sensei. He explains the backstory briefly. According to Morikawa, the universe is composed of 3 dimensions: Earth, land beyond words aka heaven, and the rotten world. These dimensions are separated by walls, but someone managed to crack it, directly connecting Earth with the rotten world, infecting Earth's population and turning them into mindless zombies. Making our way outside the school, we learn who's the mastermind behind all of this. It's a goth dude named Swan, a fellow student of the high school who watched too much Death Note and lost it entirely. Swan opens up a portal, then takes down Morikawa, bringing 5 dark purveyors into our world. These 5 purveyors are 5 bosses, whose purpose is to screw up the earth. Strangely, each of them represent a different style of rock music. With that said, we are moved to a junkyard almost immediately to face the first purveyor, Zed. We beat him, and as he slowly dies, he spits some gibberish, which will be a recurring theme. Then he gets transported back to the rotten world. Before succumbing to his wounds, Morikawa tells Juliet that in order to save the world, we must eliminate the rest of the dark purveyors, as if we were restoring the world from rock and roll's influence. Morikawa dies and goes to heaven, while we go after the next bad guy, Vic. To board his floating ship, we get a small boost from Juliet's sister, Cordelia, so we can take Vic down. Vic's ship crashes into a farm, where Mariska, the next purveyor, resides. Mariska keeps Juliet's younger sister hostage, until we defeat her in a trippy fight. Unfortunately, Juliet's sister, Rosalind, was kidnapped mid-fight by the next boss, Josie. But guess who comes to help? Yes, Juliet's dead.
Daddy!
So with Daddy's help, we head into the city, find Josie in a giant fun center, take him down and save Rosalind. With the family reunited, we move on to take down the last fella in the cathedral, while Nick slowly starts to give up on life. It's no surprise whatsoever, since he's treated like shit.
I gave it a makeover!
I am not an it.
Underneath the cathedral, we find and kill the last dark purveyor, Lewis.
Whole lot of shaking going on!
Then Swan comes to congratulate Juliet for her hard work. Everything we did went according to Swan's plan.
I set this whole thing up, you fools! Now the ceremony has been completed. Upon you had to sacrifice 5 pre-selected zombies, and they must utter the sacred words at the point of their deaths. Meus vita rege pro nefario coepto.
Then he completes the ritual by blowing his head off. As for why, well, he did all of this because he was bullied, and Juliet didn't return his love. That's why you don't mess with the quiet kid. With the ritual completed, Swan's body and the zombies merge to create the ultimate rockstar zombie, Nickelback, Killer Billy. Yeah, Killer Billy it is. To beat the final boss, Juliet's dad goes on a suicide mission, jumping onto Killer Billy's head with a bike rigged with explosives. The stunt was a success, creating an opening into Killer Billy's body. Following Morikawa's instructions from heaven, Juliet enters this humongous body, where she finds Killer Billy's heart along with Swan's headless corpse. To command Killer Billy's body to self-destruct, Juliet must use Nick's head as a bomb, which will kill Nick as well in the process.
I can't, Nick. I don't want to be without you.
I know, baby. But sometimes there are more important things than what we want in life.
Nick.
Nick accepts his fate, then the two say goodbye to each other. Placing Nick's head on top of the corpse, the detonation goes off and Killer Billy dies. Nick, however, is granted a second chance in a new body for his selfless sacrifice, so he got Morikawa's 77-year-old body. Yikes. Oh, and Juliet's dad also survived the explosion. With the family reunited again, they go home to celebrate Juliet's birthday. It's not like they haven't given their gifts already, but okay. Once we arrive home, we can get 2 endings, depending on whether we saved all innocent classmates or not. If we did, then the birthday party goes normally. If we did not, then Juliet's mother turns into a zombie.
Time for dinner.
Holy mother! Ow!
And by dinner, I mean you.